Hi everybody, this is Alyssa from Midland County Public Libraries. Today's project is going to help you tackle all those grocery bags you have built up in the last few months. So today we are going to be making a water bottle holder. It's only going to take up about 3 bags, but you're free to make more for friends and family. So what we'll do is we'll pick 3 that we like. They can all be the same color or do. The only other item that you'll need is a pair of scissors. And then next we'll clear up our workspace. Take your 3 bags that you have selected. Lay them flat. And then we will fold them in half. And then once more. Then you'll take your scissors, cut off the ends to make sure that we get these closed seams. Keep it as flat as possible. Going across. And then we're going to cut about 1-inch strips going up this way. 1 inch should be close to like the end of your finger to your knuckle, around there. Just don't try to measure like that. And then we'll cut across. And then once you get to about this point, go ahead and stop, so then you're going to get the thinner pieces and edges. Okay, and go ahead and do that to one more bag. Also, be sure to check if there's holes. If there's any holes, it's going to mess up your strands and make them breakable. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this so that way I can still see where that hole's at. Go ahead and cut the 1-inch strips again. Do make sure you watch out for any holes, like I said. We're going to go ahead and cut off that strip with the hole on it. Set that aside to be thrown away. And then we'll cut our 1-inch strips. All right. So you should have several pieces that are just a big loop of plastic, like this. Okay, go ahead and open up your pieces. We'll want about, I'm going to do this with 20 pieces. You can also do this project with 16 pieces or anything by 4s usually tends to work best. I'll take your 20 pieces. Make sure you're grabbing them all through them. I'll have them around your arm like this. That way you can go and take one of our scrap pieces that we were gonna throw away. Tie that at the end. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try and spread our pieces out. Once you have them all separated and spread apart, you're gonna pair them up. You're gonna knot them together. Make sure the knots are always at least, or at most 2 inches apart from the last knot. If you make them too wide, your water bottle might slide right through. Then we're going to do that all the way around, pairing each one up. Okay, next we're going to take the strands from each knot, split them, and pair them up with another from the following knot. And split them apart. And so from these 2 separate strands, we're going to knot them together between like 1 and 2 inches away from the previous knot. We'll do that. Each new pair as we work our way around. Okay, and then you just keep doing this until you run out of space to knot. You may notice as you keep going, it gets harder to spread out and keep this flat. So as you do these next ones, when you tie them together, the knot's going to be just right next to that one. On this last row, I'm going to go ahead and do a double knot. So this is the row that's going to be holding on to the bag string. So we want to make sure it's nice and strong. All right, now that we have our last row tied off, we already have our bag form. So all we need is our handle. So we're going to take our last bag, fold it the way we did the other ones. But this time I want to try and get 12 pieces out of this. So I'm going to cut it a little bit differently. First we're going to cut off the ends like usual. I've already checked this one for holes, just to make sure I don't have to cut another bag. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the end this time. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and fold it one more time just to make these cuts quick. All right, I'm going to cut it first in half. Then the 2 half pieces are going to be cut in half again. Okay, and then we're going to cut these pieces in thirds. Make sure that you're cutting along the folds and not along the cut edges. It doesn't need to be too precise. Just don't make them too thin. So you're going to take one loop, lay it over, grab the loop that's underneath, pull it over, and tuck it into itself. And then pull. You may need to guide it through. and that knots it together. And then we'll just keep going down the chain until we have 4 looped together. So another way you can do it is grab, tuck, oh, and pull this one. Pull this one right here that my thumb is on. Pull it through like this. Okay, so that's 1 strand of 4 put together. I'm gonna go and do that to the rest. There we go. Now we have all 3 of our pieces. And then we're gonna braid them together in 1 long strand. I'm gonna go ahead and knot the end of the 3. Okay, and it's easiest to do this if you have the end piece tied to something. Like maybe a door handle or such. Now you can hold it nice and tight, make the braid nice and strong. And so we're just going to take an outside piece, lay it between the 2, tighten it up, then take the other outside piece, lay it in between the 2, tighten it up, and then we'll just keep repeating that until we get to the end. I'll be right back with this all braided. Okay, so you should have a nice long braided cord. What you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half. And then you're going to cut it at the end. So that way they are 2 exact same size pieces. And then you're going to take your expandable basket for your water bottle. And you're going to tie each end of your handle through one of the end knots that you did. Knot that around right there. All right. And then there you go. You have a handled basket for your water bottle. And the one I made should be able to fit a pretty large size water bottle. And it can also close in onto a smaller water bottle. So, thanks again for joining us, and we hope to see you all again. Bye!